A drama is unfolding today on the county seat. We're going to be a part of it. It's taking place in Window Rock, Arizona at the Navajo Nation tribal headquarters. Now, the setup for this story is pretty interesting. You've heard it before. National government ignores the wishes of the local people, and they feel shut out and isolated. But in this case, it's not the federal government versus the state or county or the citizens of a community. Rather, it is the Navajo Nation and the indigenous people that live in Utah. It all has to do with a monument. A protest over a proposed national monument took place in Window Rock, Arizona earlier this week. But the lines weren't drawn between a federal land agency or the local ranchers or miners, or even environmental groups. It was the grassroots Navajos of southeastern Utah protesting the Navajo Nation government for announcing that the Navajo Nation was going to petition President Obama to declare the Bears Ears a national monument. It is the ancestral home of the Coyote tribe of the Navajo. It is not only a sacred place to them and a way of life, but for many it is the very essence of life itself. These modest people live on the land, but they also live off the land.
We pit penny on.
Yes.
And we hunt deer.
Yes.
And we cut down the post for a hog gun. And we use cedar ash for our blue corn mush. That's where we get it.
The people who live around Bears Ears are the ones that do not want the monument. The rift started recently when the Intertribal Coalition, set up by the Navajo National Government, withdrew from the Public Land Initiative shortly before it was to be unveiled by Congressman Bishop and Chaffetz. They instead announced they were going to join with environmental groups, asking that President Obama declare 1.9 million acres in the area as a national monument. The coalition did it because they claimed they were locked out of participating in the PLI, and the local wishes were not being considered.
There are a lot of folks across Navajo land within the Utah boundaries who asked for it. There's a lot of folks in all the 7 chapters came to the Navajo Nation, they came to the Zuni tribe, they came to a lot of other folks talking about how their voices were not heard.
Fred Ferguson, Chief of Staff for Representative Chaffetz, has been spearheading the PLI since the very start. From his perspective, they were never ignored.
When the Bears Ears Coalition pulled out of PLI, it was unexpected and quite frankly confusing. Over the last 4 months, we've met with them in 4 different states. We've received their proposal, we've reviewed their proposal, and we are working to include it in the final PLI.
The KLE feel that the ones not listening to the local wishes are the coalition members.
The reason why that we had a protest, our people, the Navajo Nation, they never went over to our people. They never came to us and said that we're going to make a Bears Ears monument.
Meanwhile, the grassroots group has engaged with the Land Planning Committee in San Juan County and helped the County Commission pass a resolution in support of a national conservation area at